Welcome back to 405 Sports. Today we're talking about the Phoenix Suns. We did make this video, but we know a lot more now. We're going
to remake the video.
Yeah, we know the signings for the Suns and what that means. Because our last video was a lot of talk about
Beal,
and then whoever they sign depends on how good they'll be. So, first of all, we know they've re-signed Damian Lee and Josh Okogie. Josh Okogie was pretty good down the stretch at the end of the year. They're cheap. Lee can space the floor.
I do.
I don't really know. Nothing crazy about those guys. But then you have Drew Eubanks, Diop, Wuta Watanabe, 3-point specialist, and then Metu I think he's from Auburn, I think. But, and Eric Gordon was signed today. So, now we really know the team, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
And, let's call on. What do you think about the Suns this year?
I think just by looking at who they signed, you can tell what they wanted. You can tell they wanted people who could space the floor, obviously. 3-and-D guys. Just space the floor, let their stars work in the middle. Let KD, Bradley, Booker...
That's crazy to think, Bob.
Which is nuts, but yeah.
That shouldn't be coming out of your mouth saying those three guys on the same team.
Just let those guys cook, and you just sit in the corner and shoot when I give you the ball.
What do you think, Zach?
In the original video we filmed, we complained about their depth. So getting Watanabe and Eric Gordon, a veteran role player, is just about perfect with the limited roster spots that they had left. And who all was a free agent and who they could bring in since how much money they're distributing everywhere. So getting Eric Gordon for cheap, that's just about perfect. Yeah, all they got.
So who's
Bismack?
Who's going to run the one for them next year?
I mean, I would guess Beal.
Beal is, because it better not be Cameron Payne.
Beal.
No, we did talk about this too. We said Beal, Booker, KD, Ayton, and probably Torrey Craig, Okogie, or Damian Lee. One of those three.
I really like Okogie, by the way.
Yeah, he's good defensively.
I like him a lot better. Because you really, with what that lineup you just said, you really could care less how he produces offensively.
Oh,
you really don't need him offensively.
Torrey's the one that killed the Clippers.
Yeah, no, but Torrey's a stud too, so that wouldn't surprise me either.
He only averaged 12 points, but he gave him 15, 17, 22.
Yeah.
So, I mean, against the Clippers.
With Book and KD already dropping 30 and 40.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That is...
They really didn't need anyone else to hold the ball. If they signed, ball dominant people, it would have been stupid, so...
I mean, yeah. They did exactly what they needed to do by signing people that can shoot.
Spacers.
I mean, that's just what you want around a guy like those. Especially when, Beal and Booker remind you of, SGA in terms of driving, they can get to the hole. I mean, even KD, too. So, they'll be perfect for kickouts. But how far do we think this team could actually go?
I don't know. As long as they stay healthy, because KD's had a bunch of...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the same with everybody. If they stay healthy, they're going to be a lot better. But...
Yeah.
KD's gone through injury troubles the last couple years, but I think he's supposed to be fully recovered from most of them.
You would think
at this point.
Book and Beal always have their 1 or 2 week injuries.
Yeah. Probably Beal
Brooks
a little bit more.
Was a little weird last year. I don't think that'll happen again.
Yeah, but I think they have enough depth at this point. To where I bet you they win, 55, 60 games.
You might have to book them as the favorites.
Close to it, probably.
I think it's hard to put them above the Nuggets right now just because.
Yeah.
But I think at least the West, they're probably 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Although the Nuggets don't have Bruce Brown anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Grizzlies won't have Jaw for a bit. So.
I don't think the Kings are going to do what they did again.
No?
I mean, I think they'll win 45 games, 40. I don't think they're going to get close to 50.
You think the league's gotten better, or they got... What do you think?
I just think they just played really above their standard last year.
Yeah.
Fox was really, really good.
Yeah. I don't know. They made it.
They haven't done a whole lot.
They just have. They signed that one dude for his name, Sasha Venkov.
Oh boy.
It looks like he's just like a Sabonis. So.
Yeah, he took less money, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Personally, I think. I mean, obviously, this comes back to a lot of teams. It just depends on how much you play. Like, I feel like that Brooklyn Nets team a couple years ago could have easily won the NBA championship, but they just
Didn't play.
they played like 18 games together between Harden, Irving, and KD.
KD's foot was on one.
Yeah, and that too. His size 15 foot was just on the line for three. I guess it also just comes out to showing up in the playoffs because they really didn't show up against the Nuggets.
No.
So,
I think they have probably as good of a chance as they've had in a long time
Yeah.
to do something good.
yeah. And my other thing is Beal like doesn't have that much experience. Like he has experience, but not in the playoffs.
He doesn't have postseason experience.
Like I don't think
They made it with Russ.
I was like, the Wizards made it.
They got swooped, I think.
Yeah.
by
2 or
the
3 years.
76ers.
Yeah. They either got swept or 4-1.
Like he made it a couple years with John,
Yeah.
I think 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But they didn't do anything with it.
Yeah. So that is a little bit scary, especially because this is the Western Conference. This isn't the Cupcake East. And, right?
If they can make DeAndre play to even like half of what he's supposed to be,
Right.
Yeah.
I think they'll be all right.
Yeah. DeAndre Ayton has been very quiet since probably like the bubble, I would say. Well, he was pretty good his first year with Chris Paul, I guess.
I think he has to buy in because I don't know exactly what his mindset is. But I don't know if he's buying into what they want him to do,
Yeah.
which is just sit down there and rebound. And
Yeah. You also got to think he wanted out of there. Like he signed with the
Yeah.
Pacers.
yeah, I obviously. I don't know, but he has to realize as a player, like this is probably one of the better situations I'm going to be in to win a title.
I guess this could be the last question. Is Frank Vogel really the coach?
No.
I mean, he's won a championship, but like,
I'm not sure what the thought process was.
yeah. Apparently, Monty Williams did not like Ayton at all.
Okay. Well, that makes a little bit more sense.
I don't know what-
Definitely, you downgraded.
I don't know the timeline of this, but I don't know why they didn't go out and get someone like
I feel like Nick Nurse would have been better.
a
I
Nick
don't know. I
Nurse.
prefer Monty Williams over DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah,
But
I would
Yeah.
too.
I don't know when like Doc Rivers. He still hasn't signed with anybody, but if anyone wanted him,
Yeah, he might be.
but there was this offseason there was a bunch of head coaches flying around.
Yeah.
Budenholzer,
No.
he got dropped at one point. But I don't like Frank Vogel that much.
Yeah, I don't either. And I'm a little worried that not worried, but
I think it's gonna be a lot like when Frank Vogel coached the Lakers, where like it's not as much he has anything to do as he has to get the players in the right mindset and that stuff. Because like
Yeah.
LeBron, more or less coached that Lakers team.
yeah. And the bubble was,
It was about.
yeah. So
Where I think KD can like, I don't know how much of a leader he is realistically, but
yeah,
you just kind of run it through him and let Beal and D-Book kind of just cook how they want to.
yeah,
I don't think there's much coaching to do, I guess is what I'm trying to get
yeah.
at.
All right. Do you guys think the Phoenix Suns can win it all next year? And is this a good championship for Kevin Durant? Because we all know nobody really cares about his other 2 rings.
Yeah.
So, thanks for watching the video.